I've been working as a volunteer here when the museum opened last June with the golf exhibition. It was closed for over 10 years, and before that it was a very static exhibition. It was the old type of exhibition with stuffed birds, and it had a lot about the history of North Berwick in it. You get quite a variety of people involved, but because nobody has a paid job, you're very dependent on the enthusiasm and the input from the volunteers and the experience that they bring. You can't advertise a job in the same way as you would if it was paid employment. You can only reach out to people and ask them to get involved. Just being a volunteer when the museum is open is a question of, there's usually 2 of us here, and we do a shift from 11 until 1:30, and then 2 other people will come and relieve us and do from 1:30 to 4 o'clock. When we first started, we all got training, and we all had to learn how to open up, what to do, what to switch on, how to greet visitors and things like that. But on the other side, there's a whole group of 10 or 15 volunteers who are doing the research for the exhibitions. We have meetings, we discuss, what we want the exhibition to be, and then different people will be responsible for researching different areas, either talking to local people, going to archives. There's the National Records of Scotland in Edinburgh. There's the John Gray Centre in Haddington, which is the East Lothian archive. There are things on the web, and you can find out a lot, but you have to do the background research. We're going to have a new exhibition starting at the end of June on the coastal community, which is the area around us, before, during and the First World War. So a group of us are researching various aspects of what happened, what life was like before, how all the young men going off to war affected local families and businesses, what happened to certain families, all that sort of thing. But it's an ongoing project. The exhibition will be set up, but it may well change as more information comes in. And we've been talking to local people who've got photographs or medals or souvenirs from the First World War that they're going to lend us for the exhibition. So that's the main thing that's going to be happening in the immediate future. The exhibition that I put together is about the 3 churches of North Berwick. The very early church down by the harbour, of which there are only ruins. The second church in the Kirk Ports, which no longer has a roof. And then a little bit about the 3rd church, that's the one that's used today. And they're all dedicated to St Andrew. And my exhibition was to tell the story right from the very beginning. It's mainly on the 2nd church, which incidentally my ancestors were involved in building, and I've done a lot of research onto the building of the church. My husband drew plans of the church at various stages in its development, and I've looked into the history of the ministers who served in the church. So the opportunity to put up an exhibition about it and let people know more about its history it was a very opportune time. Most of the people who come to the museum are local people, mostly adults, but they do bring children with them, and we always try to have something here that will interest the children. Overall, we'd like to attract more people, just to get more people interested and involved, and of all ages. You learn a lot from the older people who come in, who maybe came here on holiday as a child and have memories that they tell us. But you want to get younger people involved to carry things forward.